Hello, everyone. Welcome back to K-pop Appreciation. My name is Simon, and today we'll be appreciating Blackpink's latest single, "How You Like That." For those of you new to the channel, this isn't your first time reaction kind of deal. Even though the video just came out today, I've watched it about 5 or 6 times already, so it's not a first time reaction. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna watch the video twice. First time without any interruption. I won't pause or anything. I might make a comment here or there, and the second time, we'll watch it again, and I'll pause at certain spots that I think are particularly noteworthy and that I appreciate about the video, the music, the production, etc. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Blackpink is a four-member girl group. There are three Korean members and one Thai member, Lisa. Yeah, they've been around since 2016. And wait, is that right? Yeah, 2016. That's correct. And they have a very, I would argue, a rabid fan base all over the world, especially in Southeast Asia. Yeah. So I like to set expectations. If you've never heard the song before, the song is a club banger. It doesn't hit hard, but it definitely has a beat to it. And yeah, this is a song you could definitely I would argue if you're at the club, get a drink and you twerk to the chorus. I think that's a solid argument can be made for that. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. Here is "How You Like That" by Blackpink. Oops, there we go. Oh, are the subtitles on? Yes, they do. Yeah.
Blackpink in your area.
It's the signature line. Blackpink in your area. For those of you who are new, this is Jennie. This is Jisoo. And Rose. Or they call her Rosie. Rose. Great singer. I love Rose's vocal tone. We'll talk later about how Lisa and now Jennie are vocalizing in the chorus. Of course, Lisa's rap. I do like that line. Very typical Blackpink outro here. And by typical, I'm not saying it's bad. Yep. How you like that? As we speak, as you're watching this video, I guarantee you the legions of Blackpink fans around the world, but especially in Thailand, are streaming this video nonstop to up the view count. Because They're that devoted, and you can't blame them. For those of you who are new to K-pop, Blackpink's agency YG, they don't, what's the word? Um, they don't release a lot of music very often. It's like once a year, that kind of deal. They debuted in 2016, right? And so they had two mini albums, Square One and Square Two, if I remember correctly. Okay, and two great singles from both of those albums. So four title tracks for 2016, and then it was like the summer. I want to say it was June 2017. They came out with one song, and then again, you had to wait an entire year, June of 2018, for what I would argue is one of their greatest songs, "Did It Did It Do." Okay, and then before "How You Like That," so this is we're in 2020, right? So last year, 2019, it was early. It was middle of April. April 13th, April 10th, something like that. I only remember the date. I remember it was April because I was on vacation in Japan at the time. And I remember, like, oh, the newest Blackpink song came out, which was called Kill This Love. Yeah, and now we're here again, a year, May, June, maybe close to a year and 3 months. Oh, how you like that? So it's not Blackpink's fault. You know, they're at the mercy of their agency. Okay. I would also argue that the producer they use, this well-renowned Korean producer named Teddy. He produces all their hit tracks. So, and Teddy right now is the CEO of his own agency called the Black Label, which is a subsidiary of YG, but he's still the CEO. He's still head. So, he's got a lot of work backlogged, So, yeah, he can only do so much at one time. Yeah. So here's the thing. I enjoyed the song. Okay, if I believe me, if I hated the song, I would not even put it up on this channel. Okay, the girls are really talented. They sell that. In Korea they call it girl crush. Okay, that's the genre. The bold, empowered woman warrior, who's secure in her beauty, her self-esteem, her capabilities, and she won't be constrained by society or men or whatever, and they're great with that theme for their group. Yeah. So, Blackpink, I would argue starting from 2018 with Did It Did It Do, that pretty much established their sound. It's okay for a group to have an established sound. Okay. Did It Did It Do, Kill This Love. I would even argue going back further from 2018. In 2016, what they had their debut song was Whistle, but then this another title track they released was Boombaya, which is a freaking amazing song. That song is a banger, to use the technical term. Yeah, I would say Boombaya was a harbinger of things to come. What would be the established Blackpink sound. So, yeah. Anyway, let's listen to the song again. Okay. I'll be honest, this intro was kind of unexpected for me. So, Kill This Love, their last title, had a really big horn sound in the intro. Dun 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 dun. And it was like, Kill This Love. Oh, that was terrible. Um, and it was, yeah, it was this big brash intro. This one's a little bit more, slightly more subtle. You still have those horns. And then Lisa saying Blackpink in your area. I like how there's that little pause there. And then it starts off with Jennie. Jennie singing. Okay. Okay. One thing we have to establish right now, obviously, we're playing. So the agency they work for, YG, is known for their lavish video production. The girls look fantastic. Obviously, no expense was spared into costuming them, and the wigs they use. They're in different hairstyles, obviously. So yeah, Jennie here. So she's got like this jewel like teardrop attached to her, just underneath her left eye. We're gonna see that again in another variation later, I notice. I like hearing Jisoo's voice. Sometimes she gets overshadowed by Jennie and Rose when singing, but Jisoo has a beautiful vocal tone, and I think it's a pleasant. I like the fact that they put her very close to the beginning of the first verse. So yes, because you had Jennie, now it's Jisoo. Hold on, I want to go back to Jisoo. So you hear that instrument in the background? Ding, 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 ding. I like how it's very soft. Really, it's a nice highlight to both Jennie and Jisoo's voice. You know, now we transition to Rose. I like her with that hairstyle. She looks good there. Although it's not, I would argue Jisoo could like dye her hair in all sorts of. I'm not Jisoo. Rose could dye her hair in bizarre colors and she still look beautiful. So. Yeah. Again, it doesn't sound like a club banger yet, right? But here we go. Here's that drop. Yeah, if you had muted, if I was listening to this song stripped of the vocal track, just by that drop alone, and I'm not an expert or anything, but I've listened to enough K-pop, I've listened to enough Teddy songs, whether it was Big Bang, 21, Blackpink, I could tell you, yeah, it's definitely a Teddy production, you know? And again, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? If you're going to have a sound, you know, that's fine. So... yeah. Okay. So now we hear Lisa. Okay. Full disclosure, I'm American, but my family's from Thailand. What I'm about to say is not biased at all, okay? If you talk to a lot of Thai fans of K-pop, especially Thai Blinks, they're going to tell you Lisa's the greatest thing ever, okay? Again, there's a national pride at stake there, so you have to forgive them for that. Don't get me wrong, Lisa's a great rapper. In my opinion, trying to be objective, I think, wow, that's a really bad shot of her. I should not have paused there. Sorry, Lisa, I did you dirty. That whole like, now look at you, now look at me. That, if it wasn't for Lisa there, I think that whole chorus would fall flat. She really sells that. You know, and she sets it up because Jennie will repeat that later. And you need someone of Lisa's charisma to emote that line. Here. Especially how she goes, oh, like that. Yeah, again, I pause it at a terrible spot. Yeah, you need that. And I think, you know, whoever arranged the song, well, we know Teddy produced. I'm pretty sure he arranged it as well. That was smart. That was the smart play. Because so far it was really soft in the beginning, first verse, and then there's that drop, right? Boom. Yeah. Now this is your payoff with Lisa singing this. And then it switches to Jennie, who also has the required swagger and charisma to sell that line. All right, stop there. Okay. Don't ignore Lisa's rap, obviously. I mean, you can't ignore it because she's in your face rapping. Listen to the background instrumental. Wait, hold on. Here, right here. Listen to the background. You get those Middle Eastern vibes, and the video set, you know, kind of looks like a market you would find in the Middle East, you know, like an outdoor market. Man, she's really good. Again, I'm not biased because I'm Thai American. Okay, I'll be honest with you. If I don't have a particular favorite member in BLACKPINK. For those of you new to K-pop terminology, they will use the word biased to like they'll ask you who's your bias, who's your favorite person. I don't particularly have a favorite in Blackpink. If I had to choose, it would probably be a toss-up between Rose or Jisoo because of their vocal tone. But I have to give props to Lisa. The second verse has started. She's selling it. I think it's interesting. For those of you new to K-pop and Blackpink, Jennie is also a very good rapper. Very good rapper. And she doesn't rap at all in this song. I'm wondering how the song would sound if Lisa was not here and Jennie rapped instead. But then I would argue would come into problems about line distribution, because Lisa was pretty much absent for the first verse. And, she comes in during the chorus. So, yeah, it wouldn't be fair. And here, again, and Jennie sings here. She doesn't rap. Oh, and see what I mean? But again, so now the she has something under her right eye, And I noticed this year it's been a trend in K-pop for girl groups at least. Although I could have sworn I saw was it Monster X? I saw a boy group. And one of the guys in the boy group, he had like something similar underneath his eye. Like it looks like a piece of jewelry and it's glued to your cheek. Because Everglow, in Everglow, one of the girls did that. And from Mamamoo, Moonbyul, the solo, she had her solo song Clips. She did something like that, very similar as well. So I guess this is a trend for 2020. Okay, so that, and while on the topic of styling, again, Jennie, the clothes, the getup. I mean, yeah, she looks glorious. I expect no less from a YG video. And again, that soft instrumental in the background. You know what? When I saw this, I was like, I had a sense of deja vu. Not the Dreamcatcher song, like actual deja vu. Like I've seen this before, and I realized, and before I record this video, I was rewatching Boombaya, Playing with Fire, and then Do It, and then realized this was from Do It. So in Do It, in the first verse, the end of the first verse, when Jisoo is singing, she's holding an umbrella. And there's like a car, it's on fire in the background, and it's shooting out sparks, and it's raining as well. And the sparks, so again, there are sparks here. So I guess this is going to be Jisoo's shtick from now on, her thing. So her hat's very unusual. But again, this is one of these fashion avant-garde kind of deals here. So Blackpink has earned YG a lot of money by like being in a lot of commercials and like, and modeling for other high-end fashion brands as well. So I'm not surprised. Again, it works. It doesn't hit you hard, but the beat is there, and you do want to move to it. Here we go. Now look at me. Jennie, I don't know if that's a wig or she actually dyed her hair there, and then in other scenes she wore a wig. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. But again, this is a norm for K-pop with like the 1001 costume changes and hairstyles, all within one video. So yeah. Earlier I said it's okay to have an established sound, but I could have sworn like in Do, like the bridge, again, Rose sings the bridge where this, again, and here in this spot, she's singing it again. I'm not complaining. I love Rose. I love her vocal tone. So, I like how there's like an interplay there between Rose and Jisoo. Hold on, let's start again. Pay attention to just keep an eye on just like how the video looks, That background, I don't know what that is in the back. First I thought it was like a giant bird, because those looks like feathers, but I don't know now. Actually, it makes sense because she says the day I fell without wings. So there's obviously like an avian aspect to that set piece there. Gradual build up. It's a play. That is catchy. I don't know. That again, this is a very subjective opinion. Some of you may find, man, that line super cheesy, whatever, or super cringy English lyrics. But I don't know. I think they sell it well. Sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. Here's our outro. Getting to our outro. Little dance break, then the outro. Excuse me, yeah. Here we go. So, those of you new to K-pop, BLACKPINK. So there's two signature lines. BLACKPINK in your area, and at one point they're gonna, as an anthem, it's a rallying cry, they'll just scream out BLACKPINK. So they don't do it for every song, but lately, yeah, because in Do 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 Do, I think that's the first line. It goes BLACKPINK, dun 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 dun. Yeah, that was in Do 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 Do. So that's for their fans. That's total fan service when they say BLACKPINK. I wish we had more of those shots of them with the dancers in the background. So we see one with Rose or Jisoo. Hold on. Oh, that was Jisoo, yeah, and Rose. There you go, both. So it comes in right at 3 minutes, the song. Lisa with her pink wig. So my understanding, this is a pre-release single. They're supposed to drop an album, at least according to the agency, in like September, I think. I'm not even sure they're good. Hopefully they'll promote on music shows. This is a Friday right now, so they'll probably start promoting next week. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll win because there are a ton on music shows. Because there's a ton of, what's coming out next week? Let's see. Eyes One is still promoting, and Eyes One right now is they're selling a lot of records, but they're going to be at the tail end of their promotions. 3 soloists come out, but it's going to be a comeback stage for them, so they don't qualify. Yeah, I think BLACKPINK should be pretty much unopposed next week, if they're eligible next week. I'm not positive. I have to look that up. But yeah, I'm sure there are tons of fans that are happy. Again, it's a pretty crappy strategy. I don't know what YG's thinking. It's at this point where like BLACKPINK drops 1 album per year. It's not even an album. It's a mini album or a single, a digital single or whatever, and everyone goes crazy and they buy it. So I don't know. Now I know YG is undergoing some internal restructuring of their corporate hierarchy, their organizational chart. So hopefully the girls get to release more music. So I'm hoping that YG will keep their word and release an album for BLACKPINK in September, because that would be awesome. So yeah, because the girls are really talented, and there's a really nasty criticism floating around on the internet. It's like, oh, BLACKPINK aren't singers at this point. They're just models who sing. You can't really fault people for saying that because, YG seems to be pushing them in one direction. It's like, oh, we still get money from you when you're in a ton of endorsements and ads, So, but they're wonderful entertainers. So, again, I hope to see more of their music. Okay, well, listen, that's enough of BLACKPINK's How You Like That. What you think. Feel free to share your viewpoints in the comments below. Thank you for spending the last 25 minutes with me, and I will be back soon with another appreciation video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, practice social distancing, and be good to each other. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye for now.